Hi there guys, so WBO super middleweight champion Billy Joe Saunders has had his British boxing licence suspended after that derogatory video advising men on how they could beat their significant other, in other words. I mean, it was a video made by Billy Joe Saunders because he said he was trying to take the heat off of the coronavirus and bring a smile to people's face, and obviously that is not what has happened. Now, Billy Joe Saunders has since apologised for making the video, saying that it was a silly mistake and he obviously wasn't thinking. This is what he said. "I didn't mean for anyone to get upset about it. There are people dying all around the world with coronavirus and I was just trying to take the heat off it a little bit. It clearly hasn't done. My sense of humour is not everyone's cup of tea." Now, in addition to Billy Joe Saunders apologising about it and speaking out about this video, Eddie Hearn, his promoter, has also released a statement about it as well. This is what he had to say. "I was appalled, really. It was idiotic. It was so frustrating because I know Billy well. It's one step forward, 4 steps back with Billy Joe Saunders. It's unacceptable for Joe Bloggs down the road to do it. It's much more unacceptable for a world champion boxer to be doing it. Young people are watching that video. People who are in abusive relationships are watching the video. You cannot do it. It's unacceptable. Domestic abuse is never a joke and it should not be trivialized. Doing so serves only to normalise violence against women and girls, when instead we should be challenging it. Right now, across the country, women are isolated at home with abusive partners. Sharing content like this is as dangerous as it is shocking, and we should call it out for what it is: unacceptable." So there we go, that is what Billy Joe Saunders had to say in his apology, and that is what his promoter has had to say, Eddie Hearn, on the subject. And now, after all of that, Billy Joe Saunders has had his boxing licence suspended. And I agree totally with Eddie Hearn. 1 step forward for Billy Joe, 4 steps backwards. It is clear that Billy Joe is still very immature, and he's 30 years old now, and it is very child. In fact, you would never even expect a child to behave like this. So Billy Joe Saunders really hasn't done himself any favours by releasing that video. Now, obviously, Billy Joe Saunders has lost his fight date against Canelo. May 2nd, that was due to happen. Then, obviously, the coronavirus pandemic saw to it that that fight could not take place, and that fight was postponed. And then Canelo agreed financial terms with Gennady Golovkin. So that meant that Billy Joe Saunders could have been either in the summer or possibly not at all. Billy Joe Saunders did explain himself he doesn't believe that he will get that fight now. And I noticed a pattern with Billy Joe Saunders. When he has a date penciled in, when he has something to focus on, he gets his head down and he gets to work, and he works on his fight, works on his craft, which is boxing. When he doesn't have a date, he gets up to a lot of mischief. And this is the worst one yet for Billy Joe. And it has just gone from bad to worse for Billy Joe Saunders, because look at where he was. He was looking at a fight with Canelo, the big career-defining fight on May 2nd. That got postponed, and now this happens. He's had his boxing licence suspended for it. I mean, obviously, he can still go over to the US and fight if he gets a licence over there. But still, the British boxing licence will be suspended, and he will likely have to jump through many hoops in order to get it back. And that's not just it. When this coronavirus is over, there's going to be a period where boxing is going to struggle. Fighters are going to struggle to get dates, Billy Joe Saunders included, but it's going to be worse for him now, because as soon as this is over, he's going to be looking to get his boxing license back. He's not going to be looking at a date. No one's going to give him a date now. Eddie Hearn won't give him a fight date until he has his boxing license back, unless he fights over in the US on the Zone or something like that. He will not be fighting in the UK anytime soon. So Billy Joe Saunders, when this is over, will be looking to get his license back, not looking to get back in the ring. And depending on what happens, how easy is it going to be for Billy Joe Saunders to get his British boxing licence back, because they are strict, and as I said, they will make him jump through hoops to get it back. But anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Billy Joe Saunders has had his British boxing licence suspended after uploading that derogatory video. It is also worth noting that Billy Joe Saunders is trying to show some remorse for what he has done by donating $25,000 to a domestic abuse charity. But anyway, guys, drop your thoughts in the comments below, click your thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks, guys.